What up? What up? Yo, so this is gonna be a preview. We in the final week 13. We done made it out. It's your boy Yada, man. Look, I'm on a 3P, trying to go for four in a row. And this season has been my most difficult user season yet. But we're here to redeem ourselves. I got my last user game against South Carolina. And then after I win this game, I got my revenge game against Florida in our conference title game. So let's get into it, man. Let's kind of do a recap of the season because the season is basically over. So we're going to preview this game. We're the only user game in this week. And yeah, so we're the only user game this week. And then we'll talk about recapping all the other weeks. Well, recapping the year, I guess. Right. So trying year, man. 0-4 so far in my user games, but we hit our stride as far as getting it taken care of. As far as getting our team right, getting our team together. Like we was just, we was living fat, man. When you on a 3P, bro, when you on a 3P, I don't think anybody's ever done that. But actually, no one has ever done this in the Dynasty. In the 2-year Dynasty that we've had since it came out in 25 and 26, no one has gone 3 in a row. We've got 2 guys that have gone 2 in a row, but 3 in a row hasn't been done. We're the first to do it. We're going for 4. The only way we can make it 4 is win this game and then win our conference championship game, because that'll guarantee us in the playoffs. We're 7-4. Like we have no room for error. There's no more room for errors. None whatsoever. So let's pop and look at the bracket. So there's 10 teams, 10 user teams in the Dynasty. And 9 are in so far. The only computer is Notre Dame, Pittsburgh, and Oklahoma. The rest are user teams. The only user team that did not make it is Tennessee. I can't even say he's new in the league anymore, man. This is his 4th year with this team. This is his worst year so far. He may get fired, who knows? But Buddy, he loses to the computer, and he hasn't. I think he's beaten one user so far, which was Miami. So he ain't really been winning, and he loses to the computer. Like I hyped him up from 25 because he got good joystick work. Okay. He has good user skills, but it didn't translate over to 26. He was good in 25. I wouldn't even say he was good. He was good. He was good in 25. He just got fired from his powerhouse team, and he took over a lower tier team and did his thing. He didn't win nothing, like he didn't win no championships and like that, but he was very competitive against all the power schools. Gave me an L. Gave some other people L's with Tulsa. You know what I'm saying? So I hyped him up, man, and he had a long layoff because he didn't start the year. When I mean the year, he didn't start the year when we started playing the Dynasty with us. He came in late. Anyway, don't need to dwell on that. He's not in. We got 9 or 10 in. I played South Carolina, who's never beaten me, and he's not going to beat me. And then after this, it's going to be conference championship game. So that's the bracket. Let's just kind of recap. Let's recap my season, right? So coming off our 3P, we played Ohio State, who was a rematch of the Natty. He got me towards the end. It was very competitive within the first half. He scored late, and then he ended up scoring in the third quarter. I threw an interception, was whatever, boom, boom, but fourth quarter was whatever, right? Boom, got me. This game against LSU was a recreate game, so we was actually playing. So this was the second game. First game, um, it was right before halftime. It was 21-14 him, 4 from 4 with a minute and 20 seconds to go. He was on his 17-yard line. The game froze out. We recreated instead of like scoring and scoring, instead of just like let's put it this way, instead of just like running all the way completely back, it was like we have a rule in the league. If everyone agrees to it, we recreate or we just run completely back. He wasn't going to run it completely back. He wanted to recreate. My mistake was because I was at LSU. I was like, nah, we just don't need to go back and forth with the scoring. Let's just get it to the point to where it was at, and you up 7-0. My mistake, I destroyed all momentum that I had. Couldn't get anything back. He was at home. LSU was still the number one home field advantage for whatever reason. Doesn't change in the dynasty. No matter how many losses you have at home, they still have the number one home field advantage. And I just couldn't generate anything after. So we was in the second quarter. I couldn't generate anything. He scored to make it 10-0 because he's about to kick a field goal to go up basically 20. If he would have made it, who knows? 24-14. Right, so it was 10-0 going into halftime, and he was getting the ball. Couldn't do anything. Was no momentum whatsoever, and we just gave it up. So that's not a real 24-0 type of score, but on the books it's 24-0. Then I played Texas. This was my first home loss in 6 seasons. I was on a 36-game home win streak. Got down in the fourth quarter. You see, I was up. I was actually up quick, 14-0. Quick. Quick. And I scored on my first play. Stopped him. Boom, boom, boom. Then I scored again. I was up 14-0. Early, like real early in the game. And I just couldn't do anything. I really couldn't get him off the field. That's what it was. I couldn't get him off the field. Look how long he had the ball compared to me. I just couldn't get Brody off the field. I couldn't. What was his third down conversion rate? 6-9. I just couldn't get him off the field. And then look, total plays 50 to my 23. I just couldn't get him off the field. That's on me. But I still had a chance to at least tie the game going and take it into overtime. So I get the ball. He scored. I get the ball. I'm marching. Like, he couldn't stop me. Look at my yards per play. You know what I'm saying? So on 23 plays, right? So he couldn't stop me. I got down to the goal line. And it's a play that I run. It's a goal line special that I have. It wasn't an RPO. I'd have some RPOs, but it wasn't an RPO. For whatever reason, I just overthought it. I was like, you know what? Maybe the backside tight end will be open. So I peeked over there. I don't know why. I've never thrown to the tight end in this particular play and formation. Never. But I was just overthinking. I'm like, maybe he's gonna be open. I peeked. He wasn't open. My actual first read, my only read that I really it's two reads, but the main read was completely open, like just open. But because I peeked to the tight end and I forgot my button, which was the running back leaking out, press triangle, threw it to a receiver in the end zone. His guy was there, interception, bow, ball game. 36-game home losing streak, gone. 0-3. 0-3. Then, so I killed the computer, whatever. Then, at home again against Florida, my conference mate. We going back and forth. I actually threw a pick six. That was the turning point. Me throwing the pick six was the turning point of this score, really. Once again, he had more total plays than me. I couldn't get him off the field. 11-13, third down conversion. I couldn't get him off the field. He just running one play. Like, seriously, I promise you. One play, but he was like hot routing. But I was at home still. Frustrating. Had him in third down. 13 times. Stopped him only twice. Had a chance to win it, but again, I couldn't get him off the field. Time of possession, right? What's my yards per play? 11. 11 yards per play. 32 plays. I couldn't get him off the field. Had him in third down, third and long, all that, third and short, third and whatever. It didn't matter. He was getting it, converting. Boom, 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 boom. Frustrating. Now I'm 0-4, not record-wise, but 0-4 against users. We got 5. So this is my fifth one. This is my fifth user game and final of the regular season. No matter what, if I lose this game, I'm not going to lose. But if I lose this game, I still got my conference title game against Florida rematch. So now we're here. South Carolina is a very good foe. He's never beaten me though, like ever. But he has a great team this year. We're in year 11 of the Dynasty. He finally put together a good team, like finally. It's we can look at the tail of the tape as far as it shows the overall that thing, right? Where is it at? Here, right? 99, 99 for me. It's been like that since year 4, I believe. Maybe year 3 or 4, 99. So that's nothing new. But for him, this is 97 overall, 99 offense, 94 defense. Yeah, this is his best team since the Nick Harbor Seller years. Now he has a quarterback that's very comparable to Sellers. He don't have a receiver that's comparable to Harbor though. As far as big, fast, and all that, but he has got speed, and that's what he's usually been doing. Like that's his get down, like for real. That's his get down. Throw it up, throw it deep, throw a slant. He's throwing it. He's a thrower. He's gonna throw the rock to his receivers. For real. For real. Not mad at him. He do his thing. Like, he has we against the computer, we smash everyone pretty much smashed computer except for Tennessee, I guess. He's lost to the computer multiple times before. But we're on Heisman, we destroy the computer. Everybody destroy, like annihilate. So, but and some guys annihilate the computer, but when they play users, play a completely different type of game. South Carolina don't. You see his stats against computer as far as his receiver and all his good jazz, and he doing that against users, like for real. So he's a problem. This is not gonna be a cakewalk for me. I'm gonna win. I might as well. I may simply just blow him out, but I'm gonna give him his due. I'm gonna give him his respect, his props. He's a good foe. He the homie. You know what I'm saying? COC days, College of the Canyons. You know what I'm saying? Valencia, California. Woo woo. Cool us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's where we're at. Now, as far as a recap of the year, man, what we have, my last recap, I believe that I actually recorded was probably like week 11. No, yeah, I don't know, week 10, week 11. It hasn't been consistent this year. May is a real busy month for me. My daughter graduated from college, from Pitt. My wife's birthday, my father's birthday, which I didn't celebrate, whatever. But it is his birthday in May. My son, my oldest son birthday, my oldest daughter's birthday, Mother's Day. Okay. So it's just been real busy. So I haven't really been up on my recapping every user week as I have in the past. So, but we here now. Um, I got to win this game, pretty much. I got to win this game. I got to win this game to keep this four-peat alive, right? So if we look at my record, this is the most losses I've had in the regular season since 2029, right? And there, every single year I make the playoffs. But I had three losses in the regular season because I lost in the semis to, I don't know who it was. I don't know, whatever. I don't remember. I lost to somebody in the semis. I make it to the semifinals every year. So I was actually three losses in the regular season. This is four losses in the regular season. But as you can see, we're on a 3-year winning streak, winning the title, the Natty. I've won my conference 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. 2031, we were all in one conference, all the users. And we picked the SEC. I won it there. Lost in the semis. I've lost in the semis every single year. Every single year I've lost in the semis. It's not showing 2025, but I was 13-2 that year. 13-2, 13-2, 15-1, 13-2, 12-4, 15-1, da da da. So here, if I do my calculations correctly, I should be 13-4 because I don't believe I'm gonna get a top 4 seed in the playoffs. I don't believe I'm gonna get a top 4 seed, no matter if I win out or not. Like if I win because there's other teams that's just up there. We got the Georgia, we got Texas, we got Ohio State, we got Miami that's up in there. As far as I may sneak in the top 4, but I doubt it, right? Because I'm gonna knock South Carolina out. That should knock Miami up there. But then Miami and South Carolina are in the same conference. South Carolina owns Miami. South Carolina owns Miami. Um, he has in the conference title games, last 2 in a row. So that's a toss-up, right? SC may slip up in there because Tennessee is in SC's conference, and Tennessee is not going to make the title game. So 10 users and 2 in each conference, right? And Tennessee's not making it to its conference. So SC might slip up and be in here number 4, right? He should. Actually, he should. If it all pans out, it's either going to be Miami or South Carolina in the 4th spot. My ceiling, I would say, is the 5th seed. That may even knock out Florida. He may get knocked out because I beat him. He gonna have 4 losses like me, but you losing late in the season, all bad, all bad. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Over at Clemson, we don't know about that, but I've seen it happen. You losing late in the season, all bad for you. So Florida may get knocked out, but what we have been doing, what I have been doing is making all these other teams lose. That's not in the conference. That's not user teams. I've been making them lose. I've made a couple of teams more lose, so it's a possibility we all still make it. But I don't think I make it if I lose one more. But if I lose one more game, I'm out, no matter what. So it's championship time. Every game right now, it's a natty for me. And you know what we do in the natty? We win it. We win it, right? So Texas and Ohio State are going to meet up. Ohio State has redeemed himself, except for this season. He lost to Texas, but Texas was owning him. Ohio State say he's gonna win. He's gonna beat him in a conference title game. Right? He say he's gonna beat him in the conference title. Georgia plays LSU. They actually go back and forth, like for real. But Georgia has really had the edge more recently. In their matchup, they're brothers, real blood brothers. They've had so you know, but any given Saturday, somebody can lose, right? Now that we're the only team in here that really just sneaking into the playoffs that really shouldn't be in the playoffs that normally never really is in the playoffs is USC. You're like, how they always have a nice team. It's just the user, man. The user is no good. He's no good. He's just no good. He's not a good player. God bless his heart. He plays. He competes. He really do. He competes. He don't quit. He don't quit. I give him that. He don't quit. He be getting blown out, and he don't quit. I give him that. I give him his respect there, and he's one of the flagship commissions flagship league mates. He's been there from the beginning, 2025. When this thing first came back. So he's solid. Not a solid player, but he's solid within the league for sure. I'll give him that. I will give him that. But he don't be making the CFP. But he will. He will this year. He lucked up. So he lucked up right here against Georgia. That game didn't play. He was actually. That's what I'm saying. Like he was actually bullshitting. He be bullshitting. And we have a 48-hour rule. Both of them weren't able to play. I was telling the other commissioner, my boy, I was like, look, man, SC deserves this loss. SC deserves this loss. He was like, we're just going to simulate it and boo, boo, boo. We all thought, we simulated that Georgia is going to win. I mean, you would think he has the better team, like for real. And he didn't, as you see. So he very well could have been 0-4. And when I say he plays out, so he lost here bad. It wasn't that bad, but he lost. He got smacked here, played it out. So you look like, God damn, 104-0? And it wasn't like that. He was losing though. But then I think their internet messed up. And instead of him recreating, because he was losing bad, we just put him on autopilot and Texas just destroyed this team. I would have did the same thing. But and then you see, like he wasn't playing his games, so we give him the forced win. Here, that's against Tennessee, his league mate. He beat him, so he's sneaking in. And look, he's gonna play the computer in this conference title game, so he's in for sure. Texas and Ohio State, win or lose for either one of them in their title games, they're in. Same for Georgia. If he loses to LSU, he's in. South Carolina, it's gonna be tough for him. Honestly, he should still be in. He's not gonna beat me, bro. I would never get on here and say anyone's gonna beat me. So he's gonna lose to me, and he could lose to Miami. That'll give him 3 losses. But 2 in a row. Like I said, it's very hard losing late in the season. It's happened to him before where he was, I think he was undefeated one season, and he played me, played me at the end, lost. Played Miami. I think it was Miami in the conference, but Miami at that time was Michigan. He played, but it was the user. He played Big John, Big Worm in the conference title game. Big Worm was, he had a sorry record, but he's gonna make his conference title game. That we set it up that way, and he beat him. So he had 2. He only had 2 losses, maybe 3 losses, but 2 in a row at the end of the year, and he didn't even make the CFP. So it can be deja vu all over again for him if you don't beat Miami, because he's not going to beat me. Florida, same with Florida. He beat me, but then he beat SC, right? He lost to Miami. That was a good game. I saw that game, watched that game. Beat me. I was like, man, beat me. Whatever. Um, so he didn't play this game. Actually, he was on vacation with his pops. With his mom. That's his pops, Ohio State. He didn't play this game, but he probably most likely would have lost. Then this game, he didn't play this game because he was out on vacation. He could have won. I think he would have won that game. But so right now, this hurt him because I think he would have won that game. But he'll have 4 losses, and he's ranked 8th right now. I mean, he probably going to shoot up in the rankings a little bit, not too high. But having that final loss at the end of the year, again, very hurtful. It don't pan out, man. And then we got LSU. So LSU lost to Texas, beat me, lost to South Carolina, beat Tennessee. Did they? Oh, wait a minute. No, did they play that game? No, they didn't even play this game. So he didn't even play this game. I sent him it. Tennessee was BSing, bro. He was BSing. Like, come on, man. Like, you gonna play? You not gonna play? What's up? What's up? Boop boop. So we just I gave no, we simmed it. I could have swore I gave him the damn. That was close. That was risky. That could have been all bad because I didn't give him the force win, huh? They didn't play though. They didn't play, but they didn't play. But then so LSU played this bro right here. I watched this game. Um, he said he was on that lettuce man in this game, so he chopped it up as that. But we'll see. He lost that one. LSU is my thorn, man. Like I think I got my most losses to LSU and Ohio State in this dynasty. They've given me my most losses. I don't believe I have a winning. I may have a winning record with. We may be even with LSU. We may be even, or he could have a slight advantage. I'm not sure, but he's been a thorn in my side, like for real. Um, Ohio State, I've beaten him a couple of times, but I beat him when it mattered. That's all that matters. We played one time in the Natty. I beat him. I beat him another time before. But I think he has more wins against me. Like seriously, um, those two, and Georgia as well. Georgia, no, I got a winning record against Georgia, but he's beaten me more than enough. He's beaten me 3 times. He's a rival. He's considered a rival, so I can look at my. I've, he's the only user that's a rival. No, South Carolina. I'm sorry, but South Carolina's never beaten me. South Carolina's never beat me. So let's see how many times Georgia beat me. I know I beat him more times. But he's definitely got me what 3 times. So he's beaten me 3 times, and one of those times was in a natty. He smacked me in a natty. Smacked me. He had a dominant ass run game, man, that couldn't be stopped. Man, he had killer running back, bro. This dude was just woo running wow ragged against Ram. He was ramming the whole league, like for real, destroying us. So yeah, so I got 3 losses to Georgia, no losses to South Carolina. Those are my only 2 rivals that are actually in the league. That's users. I ain't gonna lose them to the computer. You see South Carolina, he's 6-15 is his rivals. So this is year 11. He has 10 losses to me. I don't know who South Carolina other rivals are. I'm not sure. But we play every year at the end of the year. So we in year 11. I know for 100% fact that I am 10-0 against him. You know what I'm saying? But we had a real close game though. I had to make a comeback. He had me down 21 points. He had me down 21 points in the fourth quarter. We only played 6 minute quarters. He had me down by 21 points. It wasn't 21 nothing, but he had me down by 21 points in the fourth. And I made a comeback and beat him by a point. Scored 22 unanswered points because I went for 2. That was something. That was the closest that he got to ever beat me. Uh, yeah, the LSU we be smacking each other, but he has more. But you see my record though, 147-20. Right, and we don't like this. Go over the win percentage. I am the man around here. Texas is close, right? He win in the regular season, but he'd be losing in the CFP. He'd be facing me. We faced each other twice in the Natty, beat him both times. He's only beaten me twice this season and in year two in the semifinals to go to the Natty. I got 4 Natties. He got 2, and Georgia got 2. So the last 5 national championships have been only 2 teams. Georgia was on a 2-peat, and I'm on my 3-peat currently. After Georgia's 2-peat, he actually missed the playoffs. He actually missed the playoffs after his 2-peat. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I'm trying to miss the playoffs after my 3-peat, but I don't foresee that happening. You know, anything's possible, but I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. So what I like to do is go over. So the only way we can scout, and I hope 27 has something different, scouting wise, allowing us to scout differently. But the only way we can scout is by looking at the team depth chart. So I'll look at the team depth chart. His team is legit, bro. Like they're legit. It's off. Look at his quarterback, legit. Backup, legit. Like for real, like no way around it. Legit. Running backs, legit. His receiver. So this is his guy. So this is what I do too, right? Look at the season stats, right? This is his guy. This guy, not so much. And this guy, he only throw it to 2 people, number 5 and number 3. This dude don't got a catch. This dude don't got a catch. This dude don't got a catch. Right? He got 9 catches, right? So you look at tendencies, right? He's either throwing it to number 5 or number 3, and it's tight end. 3 people. 5, 3, number 0. All right, so that was wifey. But yeah, so throw it to three guys. So got a key on those guys. Got a key on them. Got a key on them. Got a key on them. But that can also throw you off too. I don't want to just key on these guys and then all of a sudden he's throwing to the other receivers, right? But this is pretty much how I kind of think about it and go through my little ring a ding ding, right? Then so I look at his offense, his defense. I mean, I look at his line or anyone's line, you know, and it's solid line play, except for right guard. Well, that's supposed to be right guard and right tackle. Did not too good. My D line is really monster, so I'm gonna try to put pressure on him. I usually be sitting back, man. I be sitting back doing like for I don't know why, but I'm gonna go ahead and just apply pressure. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply pressure to these guys because I was sitting back. Well, I definitely was sitting back against Florida, not pressuring him, just letting him just do whatever he wanted to do. Um, with Texas, it wasn't so much. I wasn't like blitzing, but he's not a passer. I was run blitzing, but anyway. So yeah, so I look at this. Then his D line, that's solid. Speed rush is solid, bro. That's solid, 91 speed. But then it started looking a little bleak. Started looking a little bleak after that. His D tackle, so I look his two starters. Well, no, his starter, one of his starters and a backup, out out this game injured. Boom. But he got his star D tackle here, and then he got a solid little backup. But then these are freshmen. So, you know what that means to me is let's pound the rock, pound it. Um, Linebacker's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. 88 overall, 95 speed, right? What is he, a thumper? His mic is, it's not solid. It's not solid. It's not solid. Is that the same guy? Yep. His linebacker here. So then this is his actual backup. That's not solid, right? He says defense is no 94 overall. Like, it's going to be problems for him if I stick to the game plan. Because look at his other backup. I gotta stick to the game plan. And then his secondary is really trash. His DBs are trash. I'm sorry, they're trash. Slow, 91 overall, 88 speed, 75 overall, 94 speed, 76. Like, it's trash. I'm sorry, it's trash. Free safety, backups. It's decent, but it's trash. You know, Honestly, it's trash. You know, Secondary's trash. Like, so his defense is really suspect. His offense is legit. His defense is really suspect. But then I'll go here. So he has this his third down back. Boom. Okay. All right. Power back. Then his slot. So obviously he's throwing to his slot. So this is the guy I really got a key on, number 5. Right? Number 5 is the guy. Number 5 is the guy. Right? Really don't look at this too much. Who he has in his slot. He better have I think that's his best corner. So if that's his best corner, that means I'm going to have to hit the outside up hard. Because what, A. Johnson? Yeah. So these are his starting corners. If he in a nickel type package, that's not going to work. That ain't going to work. I don't care. That's not going to work. This is his slot guy. He probably want to combat my slot receiver, who is way faster than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, way faster than that. All right, so I look at that, but then I also go to um, season stats, and because we destroyed the computer so much, I don't look at like the. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I don't just look at like, oh man, he got a lot of good stats. His season stats like boo boo boo. Nah, like you got to go in detail, deep, right? So then you want to go to game log. What does he do against users, right? So Texas, this only lost so far this year. Threw 3 interceptions, threw for 239, right? Then LSU, he won this game, 309, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, won this game. 321, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, won this game. 376, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, right? So solid, in his wins, like, and he was undefeated until he got here. You see what he did against the computer, right? Solid, right? So that's what I'm saying. Some users, what they do against the computer, they don't do against the users. He don't run the ball. He don't run the ball. But then we look at his star receivers, right? So this guy, right? You want to go in depth, right? What do you do against Texas? 7 for 176, 2 touchdowns. LSU 3 for 21, but he still won this game. I don't know what was going on here. I didn't get to see it. But here against Miami, 6 for 180, 2 touchdowns. 9 for 230, 248, and 5 touchdowns. So this is the guy. Number 5 is the guy. You feel me? Right. Then you go into the other receiver, right? You got to go in deep. 5 for 45. But then what did he do over here? 10. So this was the guy. So he was the one that was balling against LSU. 10 catches, 104, 3 touchdowns. 7 for 65, 7 for 113, right? Those are the guys. Then you look at his tight end. Was his tight end doing anything against these users? 1 for 4, 4 for 84. So his tight end and the second receiver were the guys because he was keying on number 5. That's what was happening, right? So you got to kind of, put the pieces to the puzzle a little bit, right? Number 5 is really the guy. His second receiver is not, but he get off. So I guess number 5 was getting covered. So he went to the other guy and he was going to his tight end. Right? Tight end didn't do nothing against Miami. Did a little bit of something against Tennessee. Right? So that's what I do. I do that. As far as defense, whatever. You can't look at defense, but he's doing that, blah, blah, blah. You can't look at that. You can't. Then what else would I would do? So then I'll do that, right? So obviously, since we're looking at, and this is recorded, and this is my preview, I'll preview my team. It's like when my team is like, we're so overpowering, so OP. It's like whenever I lose, it's because I'm losing, not my team, not my players, me. I didn't did something dumb. I didn't push the wrong button. I can't get somebody off the field. I'm picking the wrong defense. I'm not putting pressure. I'm putting too much pressure. I'm saying it's something that I'm doing wrong. Not my players. It's all on me because look at my players. Look at my run game. And then if you look at my development trait on my guys, it's either going to be star, elite, impact in there, maybe possibly a normal development trait sprinkled in there, but far and very in between normal. Star and elite, mainly. And we got impact too. Run game, right? Fullback, fullback is normal. Whatever, right? But he's still legit. Then we got my receivers, right? That's what I'm saying. Like my receivers compared to his defensive backs is trouble for him. My running backs compared to his D line is trouble. So I just like it's on me. Like I will mess up whenever I lose. I rarely lose. Let's not get it twisted, and I'm not out here losing. I'm a 3-time defending champion right now. But when I do lose, it's more me than my players, right? Receivers is just legit, right? Tight end, legit, right? You see some normal, like I said, you see some normals in there, you know. Then my line, my old line, elite, 99, 99, impact 95, impact 99, star 97. Then my D line, right? This is my specialist. Khalil is my specialist coming off the edge, especially my rush packages. But we got Charles out there really just doing this thizzle, holding it down, pure power, but he got some speed on him. Feel me? Bruce Smith over there. Yeah, so D tackles is stupid. All right, you see the development trade on these guys, right? Soundbacker. Really, this is my starting sound, but you know, I like these guys better because of the speed, obviously, right? 99 elite. Mike backers, right? Star elite development trade. You see, like there's no rap. There's no cap in my rap. There's no cap in my rap, man. Speed galore. In my safeties, my corners, like, look, star, elite, elite, star, elite. And then you see the speed on there. Like, so me losing games is me, the user himself, losing games, not the players. I let my players do their thizzle. You know what I'm saying? But I like to take control. I like to, you know what I'm saying? I love to take control and do my thing. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not clicking off so I'm out there getting juked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the best tackler. I'm not the best lurker. I don't be what's that? Switch sticking and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I play, I can do my thing. I make adjustments, I do all that stuff. But I'm just not out there just like when my defense is out there, I'm just out there. You hear click, 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 and I'm just making all these adjustments. Or when I'm on offense, I'm just doing all these different out routes and da 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 da. Like stock plays. I may make an adjustment here or there, a out route here and there. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not out there, pick a play and then next thing you know, I'm out here Peyton Manning it, everything. That's not me. Stock plays. But yeah, so I don't know what Brody had. He said he needed to do some workout. When was this? It was a while ago, not too long ago. What do you say? 7 o'clock. It was an hour ago. All right, so he should be almost ready to get it rocking. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off as far as this live. And next time I'm back live on this joint, it will be in game, playing, getting popping. So this is just a recap and preview. And then yeah, recap and preview, and we'll make it happen pretty soon. All right, see y'all.